What is good, guys? Mills here, bringing you some fire content on the Fire 18 channel. And today's video, guys, we're going to be doing a recap of the 2018 MLB season. So, yes, guys, it has come to an end. The Red Sox have won the 2018 World Series in 5 games versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Both teams did well. In the end, though, the Red Sox were able to prevail, proving that their regular season was not a fluke this year. And they managed to get out of their division series choking. So, I gotta admit, Red Sox definitely did very, very good. But I'm just gonna recap, I think, mostly just in general, how nice of a year this was. And I'm not even gonna only be talking about MVP. I am gonna be talking a little more about the Twins, though, to be honest, since they are my favorite team. But yeah, let's just start off the recap by saying that the Twins obviously were not good. Alright? I'll admit that. They obviously weren't the worst team. They weren't no Orioles, but they weren't no Red Sox or Brewers. In fact, they were below expectations. They were subpar. 78 and 84 this year is how the Twins ended, guys, if you are curious. We did show some potential, though, okay? I'm going to admit that. We had Jose Barrios, who played really pretty good this year, I'd say. He definitely played much better than all of his other years. Had a 4 ERA, which is definitely a bummer right there, but definitely got 200 Ks. Also had a really nice whip, within hits or innings pitch, I'm not sure. But, like, I know he had really pretty good stats this year, though. He definitely proved to be a very nice pitcher for the Twins. And things might look up, you know. We are trying to be a contending team. It's not exactly going great, but yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we can make some re-signings, like re-sign Escobar back. That would be pretty key. Maybe even go for Justin Smoke. That's what I actually heard about, actually. They might even be going for Justin Smoke, but yeah. Basically, Twins are ending the season with the new manager as well. Paul Molitor has been fired, so now we got a new guy in there. So that might change up a few things for the Twins heading into 2019, as their 2018 has come to a dismal end. But basically, in general, it's been a wild season, right? And maybe I might say this about every season, but you haven't even heard about what I said about every season. But anyways, I still find it to be wild because, like, if you guys remember, I think, like, Yelich was always very great. He was always a good player. He always showed a lot of promise. But he never exactly broke out. He was still quite young. But then he switched to the Brewers. And then he blew up. He started to become one of the best players in the NL. And he's probably even going to get that MVP. So it was a very, very good game. Or a very, very good series that Yelich was in. He definitely went to the Brewers, which is a much better team. They couldn't make it to the World Series, sadly. But Yelich is probably going to still get the MVP, considering he made it farther than Bias did in the playoffs. But yeah, it was pretty crazy how the MVP is going to go to the NL. And in the AL, meanwhile, I wasn't really following the AL MVPs that much. I don't know. I feel like the NL was more interesting. But I was following the AL Cy Young, which is probably going to go to Blake Snell of the Tampa Bay Rays. Like, the Tampa Bay Rays, speaking of which, they had an amazing year. They went 90-72, much better than their last year. But the point is that Blake Snell is going to be a Cy Young here. Very surprising, but I don't know. I don't know. I always saw him and I was like, this guy he shows a little promise, but he's definitely proven to be a great pitcher for the Rays, and I think he'll do good in the future. But that was a pretty surprising pick right there, I think, for the Cy Young recap in 2018. The Rays are going to be looking pretty good, man, but they're going to look for offense for sure. But that pitching by Snell, though, he proved he was one of the best pitchers. But then, I mean, for all playoffs teams in general, it was a pretty surprising series. Like, the Rockies made it past in the wild card. The A's made it this year. Something I was never expecting to happen, even though they did make it in 2014. Still very shocked to see that. There's a lot of surprising things that happened this year. A lot of interesting things, I'll say that. And, I mean, the fact that the Braves made the playoffs for the first time in a while, that's crazy. They even won the NL East. Like, a lot of stuff happened this year that you don't really see many other seasons in, like, the past 4 or 5 years. So glad to see that teams are actually glad that the MLB is starting to become more surprising now with just what's going on, you know. But yeah, overall, like, a lot. I think, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, going back to the AL MVP, it's gonna probably have to go to Mookie Betts or JD Martinez, man. Both had amazing years. Both are probably the reason why the Red Sox won the World Series. Although Steve Pearce did win the MVP, gotta give him respect to my boy Pearce. He's gonna probably be a beast card in MLB The Show. But anyways, to recap 2018 overall, just basically stating all the awards that people are probably going to get. It was a great season full of ton of surprises. New teams making the playoffs like the Braves and the A's and the Brewers. And also just like a match between Boston and LA. I mean, come on, that's pretty cool. Like, obviously, sometimes you'll see Boston and New York in the championship. Well, no, you did not see that. You did not see the Red Sox face the Yankees in the championship. You saw, I mean, you did see them face them in the division series, but not the championship. The championship is a whole nother level, but anyways, like, there was a lot of big surprises that went on in the season. Definitely some different players also hitting the MVP stretch under the Mookie Betts, like JD Martinez and Christian Yelich, and Javier Baez even getting in that race. I remember everyone even doubted him at the All-Star game, and now he's proving to be like a really great player. So glad to see Baez is finally proving he's the best player that people are saying he is. So glad to hear about that. And I mean, just overall, I mean, there was just tons of players who I did not expect to do good. I thought it was an overall great season though in general. Like, Trevor Story also proved he was a lot better. I mean, I don't know. I think if I had to describe this year in 2 words, or even 3 words, I would say this. Surprise motherfucker. That's basically how this season was. In terms of just, like, how, like, everyone, I think, like, played in general. Like, it was just really fun to watch, I think. And I also just, like, it was crazy, like, what happened. Even Jacob deGrom got that NL Cy Young. That's also really cool. I mean, I know Jacob deGrom's always been a really good pitcher / almost excellent, but this year he really broke out. I mean, not broke out, but like he just proved to be a formidable pitcher. And I mean, obviously he was playing for the Mets, who are also not really in the greatest position right now, but he still managed to prove that he was a great pitcher even on a bad team. So hoping Jacob deGrom can find a better team to play on. People were saying he might go to the Braves, and which is definitely possible, and I'd love to see what would happen there. But yeah, guys, that's basically going to be my very, very, very lazily unedited recap vid. Hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't yet, make sure to like, subscribe if you're new to this channel. If you want more content like this, please tell me. I will make more of these type of vids. And yeah, tell me what you guys think of the 2018 MLB season and how you guys thought it went out or played out. So yeah. Thank you all for checking out this video. I'll see y'all in the next vid or stream. Stream maybe tonight, I'm not sure. Peace!